Good morning, my dear. Me and myself is Yolindran Alaki Balachandar, and this is my TIM course. Today I'm about to present my assignment 2, and my subtopic is index number. Okay, so if you can see here, this is the table for the index number, and these are the questions. Using 2022 as base period complete. So the question number 1 is price relative simple index number for each item, and then the second question is unweighted aggregate price index. The third question is list price index, and then the fourth is Pash index, and then the fifth is Fisher ideal index. Let's look at the question number 1. Okay, the question number 1 is asking price relative simple index number for each item, which means it's asking price relative for each item. So the formula for the price relative is PT over PO times 100. So for easy, I can say PT is current year. PO stands for base year. Okay, let's look at the question. Okay, if you guys can see here, using 2020 as base year, so which means 2020 is a base period. So 2020 is for price, these are the base period, and for the quantity 2020, these are the base period. Okay, so first and all, you can guys see here they have another 2 lists. So it asking each items. So which means we have to do for 2021, 2022. So there is 4 items. So let's look for 2021 first. Okay, let's go back to the question. Okay, so first and all, we do it for 2021. You guys have to write the formula back at here. So which means PT over PO times 100. Okay, let's do the formula. Okay, so PT stands for current year, which means 2021. For item number 1, 2021, 5.8. So let's write 5.8. Over PO stands for base year. So base year is 4.3, and we write 4.3 times 100. Okay. The answer should be, okay, so let's do 5.8 over 4.3 first. So which means the answer should be 1.349, and then just bring down that here. Okay. Okay. So if you guys can see here, how can I get this answer? Okay. First of all, we have to do this calculation, which means 5.8 over 4.3. So I'll show you in this calculator. 5.8 over 4.3. So these are the answers. You guys have to take from here, which means 3 number after the point. Just have to take from 3 decimal places. Alright, and the answer should be this. So with this, you guys have to times with 100, and your answer should be, let's calculate again, 1.349 times 100. The answer is 134.9. 134.9. Okay, so these are the price relative solution which you have to do. Okay, and we shouldn't stop at here. We have to do a conclusion. Okay, for conclusion, you guys have to do a certain calculation also, but it's not much. Okay, for conclusion, you guys see this answer, you guys have to minus with 100, which means 100. So let's do the calculation right here, because I don't want to interrupt this. Okay, alright, so 134.9 minus by 100. So what? Let's check again. 134.9 minus 100. 34.9. So this is the answer. 34.9. And very important tip, okay, which means whenever you guys are writing a conclusion, you guys have to write it in percentage, okay? So that you have to find the percentage by doing this calculation, which means whatever answer you're getting from here, you guys have to minus 100, and then the answer should be here. Just put the percentage symbol, and that's all. So for the conclusion, I'll show you how to write, okay? So the price of item 1 is, so is there a negative or positive? It's positive, so that means it's increased. Whether it came the answer in negative, that means you guys have to write decreased. So now you guys have to write increased. Is increased. Increased by, write this answer, 34.9% in what? In this year, 2021 compared to what? Compared to the base year, so 2020. That's it. This gives you the full mark for your price relief. So this is not the end, okay guys, this is just a part of the question. So you guys have to do item 2. So let's go to the item 2. Same method also, everything is same. And you can see here, there is a difference for the conclusion. I write from this item 1, which means it's writing decreased, okay? You know why this is happening? Because 94.12. Let's do the roughly calculation here also. 94.12 minus 100 equals to, let's do the calculation. 94.12 minus 100, negative 5.88, which means it shows negative at your, I don't want to, it shows symbol like equal. So what I said earlier, which means if it came negative means it automatically it's decreased, okay? So if it doesn't have the negative, which means it's positive, it turns to positive, it will begin to increase. But it turns out the answer came as negative, the increase should be decreased. Okay? Same goes to item number 3. So for item number 3, you guys can see here the conclusion is increased because it's same as the item number 1, and same goes to item 4. These are the solution for it. So for question number 1, it asks price relative simple index number for each item. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is just for 2021. We didn't even write for 2022. So for year 2021 we have completed. So let's go to 2022. Okay, let's do for 2022. Okay, so for 2022, using 2022 as base period. So same, base period is 2022. So now we are looking for 2022. For 2021, we have finished. So for 2022, so write back the formula, which means PT over PO times 100. Okay, so what is the PT? Current year. So the current year is 6.8 for item number 1. 6.8 over 4.3. Item number 1 in 2022 is base period. 4.3 times 100 equal. Okay, let's do the calculation as usual, which we did in 2021. So here's the calculation. 6.8 over 4.3. All right. So we have to write three decimal numbers only. So which means 1.581 times 100. Okay. So now we have to times this in 100. So let's do it again. 1.581 times 100. 158.1. Okay. Okay, so now we have to do the convolution. So as usual, for convolution, you guys have to write the answer in percentage. And for make sure that the answer you have to get in percentage, you guys have to take this digits number, which means 158.1 minus 100, and the answer is 58.1 percentage. Okay, so let's do the conversion. Okay, so the price relative of item 1 by, what is the percentage number, guys? 58.1. 58.1 percentage in 2022 compared to 2020, which is base year. So this is the conclusion. So remember, whenever you guys have to do convolution, you guys have to change this answer to percentage, which means you guys have to minus 100 with the answer, and you guys get the percentage. Okay, so this is same goes to item 2. You can see here PT over PO times 100. Write the formula again. So item 2, so look at the table, 1.9, 1.7. 1.9, 1.7 times 100, and the answer should be this, and then the conclusion. Okay, for your reminder, guys, the method for percentage, you guys don't need to write it in your paperwork or anything, because this is just for your own preference. But for me, you can see you guys can write because it's for your own preference, which you can get the percentage by doing this. Okay, so same goes to item 3. So let's see the conclusion. The price of item increased by 22.2 percentage in 2022 compared to 2020. Same goes for item 4. Okay. So that's all. For question number 1 in index number have finished. Okay, so let's continue to the second question. So the second question is asking unweighted aggregate price index. Okay, so let's see here. So for the unweighted aggregate price index, the formula for the second question is, which is sum of PT over sum of PO. Okay, this symbol stands for total or sum. Okay, so it's asking all over of current year value and then all over of base year value times by 100. Okay, so for the first, let's redo for 2021. Okay, first and for all, you have to guys remember this. You have to write back the formula. Okay, so which means sum PT over sum PO times 100. Okay, so now let's go. Okay, so for PT current year for 2021, this is the sum. Okay, which means it's all over the total. Okay, so 55.10. Write it over here. And then let's see for the base year, which means 2022. I'm sorry, 2020. So the sum is 48.90. 48.90 times 100. So as usual, let's do the calculation. Okay, so we don't have to look this first, I have to do this first. So I'll show it in the screen. 55.10 over 48.90. Alright, we got that. Sorry guys. 1.127 and bring this down. Alright. So let's do the second calculation. 1.127 times 100. 112.7. Alright, for this we are finished. Okay, now let's go for the conclusion. As usual, for conclusion, you guys have to write the decimal in percentage. Okay, so for you guys have to change the decimal to the percentage. You guys have to minus with 100. So let's do that also. 112.7 minus 100 equals to 12.7. Now let's write it, the conclusion. The aggregate price index, of 2021 is increased, okay? I'm sorry. By percentage. I'm sorry guys. 12.7 in 2021 compared to the base year 2022. And that's all. This is for 2021. We have completed. So same goes to 2022. Look at here. This is for 2022. Same, rolling back the formula and then take the sum of the 2021, 2022 and then the base year sum of 2020 times 100. And your answer should be get this. And then the conclusion, for conclusion you guys have to minus 100 and these are the conclusion. The price aggregate price index, the price aggregate price index of item in 2022 is increased by 26.6% by 2022 compared to 2020. So this is the solution for question number 2. Done for question number 2. Okay, let's move to question number 3. So the first one which is asking les price. Okay. For your information, les price and pressure is the same. Okay. So let's do the les price first. Okay. You can see here I did the two tables at here, which means one for 2021, another one for 2022. Both table I have les price and precious. Okay. So which means this one is 2021 and this one is 2022. Okay. Forget PT and QO and PO and QO for les price. You guys have to times, which means PT and QO. Okay. So what stands for PT? PT is, its P is for price and Q is for quantity. So, do you know what stands for T and O? Okay, easy. O is base year. Okay, so I write it simply as O always stands for base year, and T is current year. Okay, so in this part, 2020 is the base year. Okay, so for 2021, these are the current year. So now PT and QO, PT, QO, which means current year of the price times by quantity of the base year. Okay, so it means 5.8 times 25. Let's do the calculation. 5.8 times 25, 145. So same goes to, and as soon same this also. This is PO and QO. Okay, for 2021, both are base. Okay, so which means P price of base year this, and then quantity of the base year this. 4.3 times 25. Okay, let's do the calculation again. 4.3 times 25, 107.5, which means the answer is same. Do the same method for the rest. Okay. Okay. So for the les price, we have completed this part. Okay. So now let's do the calculation for 2021. Okay. So I'll do it then. Okay. So first and foremost, okay, for solution for 2021 is, okay, so first of all, let's see the formula. Okay, sum of PTQO over sum of POQO times 100. So we got the PTQO of sum and then POQO of the sum. Okay, now let's do the calculation. So first, you guys have to roll back the formula. PTQO over sum PO and QO times 100. Okay, so let's see. Sum of PT and QO. PT and QO. This is the sum. 978.8. So 978.8 over POQO. Sum of POQO. Sum of POQO is 849.4. 849.4 times 100. Okay, so as usual, don't look at this, do this first. So I'll show the calculation. 978.8 over 849.4. Okay, we got the answer. Just take the 3 decimal number we've learned. Okay. All right. So these are the answers. Okay. So times 100. All right. So 1.152 times 100. 115.2. This is the answer. Okay, now let's write the conclusion. Okay, so as usual, for conclusion, you guys have to write in percentage. So if you want to have the answer in percentage, as usual, you guys have to minus the answer with 100. So equals 15.2. Okay, so let's write the conclusion. So the less Paris index is increased by 15.2% in voucher 2021 compared to 2020. That's all for 2021. It's finished. Now let's do for the 2022. Okay, now for 2022, let's do 2022. So the table of 2022 is here. Okay, so as usual, we have to do as same as we did for the 2021. So sum of PT and PQ for 2022 is 1089.3 over POQO. POQO, the sum is 848.4. 848.4 times 100. Alright, so we do this first. So let's complete it. Okay. 1089.3 over 848.4 equal. Alright, now we have to write down the answer that we wrote here. Okay, which means 128. I'm sorry guys. 1.282 times 100. Okay, now we have to times this with the answer. 1.282 times 100. Alright, so this is the answer. Okay, for now, conclusion. Okay, so as usual, conclusion, you guys have to write it in percentage. So which means 128.2 minus 100 equals 28.2. Okay, now let's write it, the conclusion. The less Paris index is increased by 28.2% in 2022 compared to 2020. That's all for lesson. And now we are moving to the fourth question, which is passion. Fourth question is passion index. Okay, so for the passion index, the formula is for passion index is this is the formula. Okay, which means PE sum of PEQT over sum of POQT times 100. Okay, so the same table that just now I drew, which means just now for less periods I did here, and now I also did for passion. So for 2021 passion, so let's PT QT. Okay, so this is for 2021. Okay, so let's see what is PT, price, and T for stand for current year. So the current year is this. So this is the PT that we are going to look. And then let's see the QT. QT quantity, T current year. Current year is this 28. That means 5.8 times by 28. So let's see. 5.8 times 28 equals 162.4. 162.4. Do the same, and then end of this, all total it. Okay, and let's see for PO and QT. Okay, O stands for base year. Okay, so P. Okay, and which is the O? 2020. Okay, so this is PO. Okay, QT. QT means quantity and current year 28. So 4.3 times 28. So let's do the calculation. 4.3 times 28 equals 120.4. 120.4. Do the same and add everything in sum, and then you will get the answer for both sum. Okay, so now let's do the passion index with this formula. Okay, so PEQT, the sum is 1050.3 over POQT 912. POQT 912 times 100. Okay, now let's do the calculation. 1050.3 times 912. I'm sorry, it's not times. Over. Alright, we got the answer. 1152 times 100. Okay, so this is the answer for 2021, and then now we have times the answer by 100. Okay, 1.152 times 100. Alright, we got the answer. Okay, for conclusion, as usual, we have to change it to percentage, which means 115.2 minus 100 equals to 15.2 percentage. Okay, so now let's do the conclusion. The passion index is increased by 15.2% in 2021 compared to 2020. Alright, let's see for 2021. Now let's continue with 2022. Alright, for 2022. Okay, so same as the table. So now PTQT. PTQT, the sum 1256.6. 1256.6 over POQT. Sum of POQT 984.15. I'm sorry. Yes, it's 50. 984.50. Okay, so these are the digits that we have to put for the 2022, okay, which is PTQT stands for 100,256.6 in 2022, and sum of POQT is stands for 984.15 in 2022. So this is it. Now, as usual, don't see this. Do this calculation first. Okay, let's do it. 1256.6 over 984.15. Alright, just take the 3 decimal number as usual. So 1.277 times 100. Okay, let's redo this now. Okay, 1.277 times 100. The answers 127.7. Alright, we got this answer for today. And for the conclusion, as usual, we have to change it to percentage. Okay, 127.7 minus 100 equals to 27.7. Alright, now let's redo the conclusion. The Pesce index is increased by 27.7% in 2022 compared to 2020. That's all for Pesce. Now, with these, we completed less previous and Pesce. The final one is Fisher Ideal Index.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, for the last question in index number, which is Fisher Ideal Index. Okay, for Fisher Ideal Index, the formula is root over bracket Lay-Priest Index and bracket Pesce Index. Okay, if you can see here in this table, I've already written the 2021 of Lay-Priest answer and Pesce's answers, and same goes to 2022. I've written down the Lay-Priest answers and Pesce's answer. So let's do the calculation for Fisher Ideal Index. Okay, so first and foremost, as I usually say, wrote it down the formula. Okay, for this Lay-Priest index, Pesce index. Alright, now for 2021, let's see the Lay-Priest, which means 115.2. So 115.2 And for Paget index, same answer. Alright, 115.2. Okay, now let's do this. But for these, I wanted to tell you that you guys have to do one by one, which means bracket 115.2, close bracket and open bracket 115.2 and close bracket. Do these two first. Then only we have to add root with this answer. So I'll show you how. Okay. So bracket 115.2 close bracket. Another open bracket 115.2 close bracket. And the answer is 13271. Okay. So you guys have tried like this. 13271.04. For Fisher error index, you guys have to took this. Okay. Now with this, we root it down the value. So here you go. Click root and then 13271.04 equals to same answer 115.2. Okay, let's write it down the conclusion. Same the conclusion. For conclusion, you have to change it back to the percentage, and when we change it back, it will be 15.2. So let's write the conclusion. The Fisher ideal index is increased by 15.2 in 2021 compared to 2020. That's all. We have finished for 2021. Now let's continue to 2022. This is for 2022. So same, we have to roll it back the formula again. And for 2022, let's see the table. For life price in 2022, 128.2, 128.2. And for cash, 127.7, 127.7. Okay, now we'll calculate this first. Alright, come on. Open bracket 128.2 close bracket. Open bracket 127.7 close bracket. Okay, we wrote it the answer. 16371.14. Now we wrote it the answer that we get. Okay, root 16371.14. Alright, there we go, we got our answer. 127.95. Okay, now we got the answer for 2022. And for conclusion, as usual, we have to change it to percentage. For percentage, we have to minus with 100. And the answer should be 27.95. Okay, let's do the conclusion. The Fisher ideal index is increased by 27.95% in 2022 compared to 2020. Alright guys, we have finished our calculation, which is we did everything with the price relative simple index for each item, unweighted aggregate price index, list price index, fashion index, and Fisher other index. We have finished every question in index number. So this is the way and solution to do the index number. So thank you, madam.
Hi madam, my name is Mohammed Umaro. This is my second assignment. I am taking DIM. This is my topic, linear programming. This is the linear programming table. I have product, research requirement. First product is pot. The second product is jug. The labor of pot is 1. The labor of jug is 2. The claim for pot is 4. The claim for jug is 3. The profit of pot is 60 and the profit of jug 50. The labor of is 80 hours and 200 pounds of clay. The first one we want to find the variable.
1.
Okay, the first we want to find the variable. X variable is pot and the Y variable is jug. The second one we want to find the function of this program in linear programming. We want to find the profit, so we do the Z equals to 60x plus 50y. This is a function for this table. The third one is we want to find the constraint. The third one is constraint. The constraint is first constraint for the profit. We want to do like this. The X is for pot 1 labor, then 2Y is the labor also for jug. The second one is 4X. 4X is for the clay for pot, and the 3Y is for the jug for the clay. And then this is the profit. This.
1.
First one we want to find the premium for this one. When the fourth one is find the optimum when x equals to 0. The calculation is 0 plus 2y equals to 80. 80 is the 80 hours of labor. The calculation is 2y equals to 80. Y equals to 80 divided by 2. So y is 40. The coordinate for this 0, 40. The next one, when y equals to 0, so the calculation is x plus 0 equals to 80. 80 is the hours of labor. Hours of labor. So x equals to 80. X 80 divided by 1 because 1x we didn't want to write the 1. So x equals to 80. The coordinate for this is 80, 0. Okay, for the second one, for the jug is when x equals to 0, the calculation is 0 plus 3y equals to 240. 240 is the 240 pound of clay. And then 3y, 240, y equals to 240 divided by 3. So the answer is y equals to 80. So coordinate is 0 to 80. For the y is equals to 0, 4x plus 0 equals to 240. 4x is 240, x equals to 240 divided by 4. and the x is 60. The coordinate is 60, 0. Okay, the fifth one is the coordinate. Coordinate for the port and jack. The port coordinate is 80x, 40y. The jack is 60x and 80y. And the sixth one is, the last one is graph. We want to do the graph. This is the x. X is the port. And this is the y. Y is the jack. This is the for the port. The coordinate for the port is 80. We want to do the 80 right here. And then for the jack is 60. The first one is okay, and the second one is for the jack is 60. We want to do here, and then 80. Here. So first one like this, the second one like this, the middle point is okay, this is the B point, this is the A point, and this is the C point. Okay, the last one is the profit table. We have 3 points. Point A, point B, the middle point, and the point C. The first point X is 0 and the Y is 40. 40 from this coordinate, top coordinate for the Y. And the second one is, for the B point is 44 and then the Y is 60. For the C is 60 from the jack coordinate x and the y is 0. The calculation for the amount of profit is for the A is 2000. How get 2000? 40 times 50. 50 is the y profit. The second one is 44 and 60. The amount profit is RM 3,440. How get 44 times 60 plus 16 times 50. Then you add, you get the 3,440. The last one is C. C is the amount of profit is 3,600. How get 3,600? 60 times profit X for the pot X is 60. So 60 times 60 equals to 3,600. Thank you.
My name is Isha. Today I'm going to explain about topic economic application of graph and equations. So the equation is either P, phone or laptop can be used in the production of information energy. The cost of phone is $400 and the cost of laptop is $800. So draw an isocost curve showing the different combination of laptop and phones that can be purchased. So which is the question is one for the A with an initial expenditure E of 20,000. So I already count and do the here. So for the A, we need to put the formula first. So the formula is the PP and the PL. So based on the phone and laptop. So P is stand for phone and L stand for L. So equal E. Explanation. E stand for explanation. So bawah dia kita kena tulis 400 P plus 8L. So equal 20,000. Where did we get 400 and 800? So we get from this and this. So next step is we need to write a formula when P equal NO. So next is the jalan here, which is 4P and plus 8L, 800L. So equal 20,000. Same, bawah ni pun sama. So 400 bracket 0. Where did we get 0? It's from when P equals 0. So 400 plus 800L equal 20,000. Okay, so next step is kita kena turunkan 0 saja, no need to put 400, it's just 0 plus 800L equal 2000. So turunkan L, we get 2000 bahagi dengan 800. 800 ni kita turunkan ke bawah. So L sama dengan 25. So we get O 25. So that's for first part. For the second part, we have two parts, which is A when P and when L. So this is when L equal O. So 400P and 800L equal 20,000. So 400P plus 800 bracket 0. So where did we get 0? Same as like this, which the past answer we get from the top. So kita turunkan dia and we get equal 20,000. So 400 P plus 0. Turunkan 0 ni ke bawah. So we get 20%, 20,000. So P turunkan ke bawah. No need to put 400, just P. P we get 20,000 divide by 400. So we get P 50. So in bracket you put 50, 0. So that's done for the first part. So after we done the equation, after we done the answer, we need to do the graph. So for the graph A, we need to do the line, error. So we need to put L, which is stand for laptop, and this P for phone. So for the bottom, we use CFA 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120 and 140. So in the top, we use CFA 5, 10, 12, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So we need to go gariskan dia ke 40. So dia punya answer is 50, 25. So we need to gariskan ke 50. Okay. So that's for the graph A. Go to the next question, which is if expenditure increased by 60%, how do we count it? So 20,000 up 60%. So we need to do the formula first. 20,000 plus, we in the bracket 60 divided by 100, 20,000. So this is the formula, which is we need to done first before we doing the jalan kerja. So equal 20,000 plus 12,000. So we get 32,000. So after we done this, we need to do the same as the first step we do, which is when P equals 0, PP, like I said, PP is stand for food and PL is stand for laptop, equal E. E is for what? E is for the expenditure. So 400 P plus 800 L, we get 32,000. Second, 400 0, like the first question, same step, plus 800 L, 32,000. So turunkan kosong plus 800 L, we get 32, same like the top. So L, we get 32,000 divided by 800. So the final answer is we get 40. Don't forget to put the L. So you want more understand lah after you do the question. So we get, don't forget to open the bracket and put the answer 0,40. So this is the first step. For the second step is when L 0 equal 0, PP, PL, and E. So E is stand for expenditure. So kita turunkan 400 P and plus 800 L. So we get 32,000. 400 P plus 800 0 in bracket 0, we get 32,000. So 400 P plus 0, we just turunkan 0, dan turunkan 800, and we get 32,000. So turunkan P, which is the turunkan P, 32,000 divide 400. So we get P 80 and open the bracket, which is 80,0. So that's for the question 2. So for the graph P, we need to line 25 E expenditure, so up to 40 expenditure. So first step, we need to gariskan daripada garisan yang graph A tadi to 50. So the second garisan kita kena buat 40, kena gariskan kepada 80. So we need to do the error expenditure. So this is for the graph B. So we go to the next question, which is number 3. If the price of laptop is reduced by 50%, so how do we want to get it? First, we need to do the L 800 L equal 1.5. Oh my god, only 115. Sorry. Divide by 100 times 800. Okay, so turunkan L 800 minus 120. L 680. So this is for the final step. So we need to do same as the previous question, which is when P equal O, PP, PL, E. E stands for expenditure, like I said before. So 400P plus 680 L equal, we get 20,000. Same like open the bracket, put the 0, plus 680 L, we got 20,000. So turunkan 0 plus 680 L, 20,000. So L, turunkan L sahaja, 20,000 divide 680. So we get 30. So for the bracket, we put 0, 30. So that's for the first part. We go to the second part, which is when L equal O. We got PP and PL equal E. Expenditure 400P, 680 L, 20,000. So 400P tambah 680 bracket 0, 20%, 20,000, sorry. 400P turunkan 0, kita dapat 20,000. P, turunkan P, we get 20,000 bracket divide 450. So we need to put in bracket 50, 0. So that's it. So for the last graph is graph C. Okay, so which is we get answer 30 to 50, same as 25 to 50. So we just gariskan some garis. So don't forget your error, which is the explanation. This in circle. You need, this is really important. If you don't put the error here, maybe we can lose the mark. So yeah. So this is the answer for the graph C. So that's it. That's all. So for the last question is, the clothing company produced sweater. The company incurs the sweater. The company incurs the following monthly cost produce sweater. So which is fixed cost Rm 10,000 and variable cost is Rm 8 per pair. So let the sale value be equal 400 pieces of sweater, and the sweater sales for the Rm 23 per pieces. So determine the total cost, total revenue, profit, and the monthly break-even volume for the company. So let's we do the total cost. So for the total cost, we need to equal Rm 10,000 plus Rm 8. So where did we get that? From the fixed cost plus variable cost. So equal Rm 10,000 plus in bracket 8 times 400. So next, Rm 10,000 plus 3 and 2,000.
3,200.
Oh, 3,200 that we get from this. The last one is equal Rm 13,200. So that is the total. That is for total cost. So for the total revenue, 400 times 23 equal RM 9,200. So that's for the total revenue. So for profit, total revenue minus total cost, which is total revenue is RM 9,200 and total cost is 30,200. So 9,200 minus 13,200. So we get minus negative RM 4,000. 4,000. So the company has lost profit RM 4,000. So that's for the total cost, total revenue, and profit. So for the last part of this question, which is we need to get break-even volume. So how do we get break-even volume? We need to do fixed cost divide sell price unit with cost. So fixed cost divide sell price, which means we need to equal RM 10,000 divide RM 23 minus RM 8. So how much we get? We get 666.7667 piece of sweater. So that's all for the question. For the last question, that's all for the answer for today. So that's it. Thank you, madam.